Now it's on. All right, let's start over. Hello, spooky friends. Welcome to another episode of Storytime with Scary-ish Podcast.
Woo!
I'm Robin Grace. This is Adam Diaz.
Hello.
That's the third time we had to do that today.
You didn't hear it. The first two attempts were awful, but we tried, so there's that.
Yeah, so today we're reading All Your Homegrown Horrors, and Adam will tell us what those are, right?
I think I did it better the first time, but I actually haven't done it yet, so who knows? Homegrown horrors are the stories that you... Fuck. See, I told you it was better the first time.
It's been a whirlwind.
It's been a horrible day. Homegrown horrors are the stories that you folks have sent to us that's either your story, a friend, a family member, that's either spooky, spiritual, coincidental, horrific, sometimes true crime, that you decided you want to share with us so that we can share it with the listeners, which we sincerely appreciate. Robin, if someone out there has a story like that, where can they send it to?
If you have a story you'd like to share with us, you can email it to us at storytime@scaryish.com. That's our email. You can go to our website, scaryish.com, and there's a contact us page. You can fill out that form, and it emails it to us that way. We also have a whole bunch of different social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, stuff like that. So check it out.
Yeah, wherever you're comfortable sending it in, we are more than happy to get that story and share it with the spooky friends. And if you have a story that you just want to share with us, you can send that to us too, and we'll just respond to you. We got some stuff today as well that was just for our eyes only, and we appreciate folks reaching out like that. It kind of makes me feel good to know that we're a safe place, even if you don't want to share with everyone. It's, you know, that's what we're here for. So we're not professionals by any means. We're just two people that have both messed up a lot in life, and we can give advice based off of all of our scars, physical and emotional.
Two peas in a messed up pod.
Exactly. So, all right, I believe I'm going first this week. So this first email subject is share on the pod, please. It's always nice when you say please. And it goes like this. Hello, Adam and Robin.
Hello.
Hello. What's up? I have been listening to your podcast literally since Christmas 2019. I got recommended your podcast by Spotify. Shout out Spotify. It actually says it in the email too. And I love it more than any other podcast.
What's funny is a lot of the times when we get emails and messages on Facebook that say like, hey, I found you guys on Spotify, it always says shout out to Spotify.
When we met Chris Alton, he told us that he started listening to us through Spotify, and he literally went shout out Spotify. It's pretty cool.
So yeah, I think it's funny when people do that. It's just something that has kept on for the 2 years that we've been doing
I love
this.
Spotify, so we're okay. I don't know how much I want to say, but someone is like trying to recruit us from somewhere that's attached to Spotify, which is pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that. Probably nothing, but who knows. The email goes on. Anyways, a few nights ago, I was sleeping in my bed because I am a normal person who sleeps, LOL, and I felt an overwhelming sense of terror and a general feeling that something was very wrong. Out of nowhere, someone walked into the room. I could not tell who they were. They had long brown hair that swept over their eyes and a mask that you would wear to protect from germs going into the air. They then said, have fun with strep throat, and disappeared.
That is so weird.
The next morning, I woke up with a very sore throat, went to the doctor, and found out I had strep. Please share on the pod, and have a great day. Keep on creeping on. Cooper, a.k.a. Fritz Otrix 27. I would like to point out that the episode that released today had my own prophetic dream about me getting sick, except mine involved COVID. I love how Robin says you're not sick. Just because you've been feeling sick all day and are extremely tired doesn't mean you're sick. So, yeah, it's really weird that this one came in literally the same day, or we're reading this one the same day that the episode released where I had my same dreams. That's super creepy, but really good shit. Also, it's really weird that you had a dream that someone came in and gave you strep throat.
What we don't know is there's a strep throat demon out there. It just likes to go through people's dreams and say, like, you have strep, everybody gets strep.
It's the Oprah demon of strep throat.
But, yeah, thank you for sending that to us. It's funny because you say that you sleep like a normal person, but I stayed up till 6:30 this morning.
I woke up at 6:30. I had an hour left to sleep, and Robin was still awake. I was like, are you still fucking awake? The sun is up. And she's like, yeah. I was like, okay, cool. I'm going back to sleep. I just
finished my homework, and I was just like, finally sent it in. It's great.
Right on. Let's look over in the stream chat. See what you wonderful folks had to say besides, your sound's not on, you stupid assholes, which we know that's going to be in there at least once. So let me tilt my microphone up a little bit. I guess it's the normal height. I don't know. Maybe I was just slouching. Who the fudge knows? Yeah, man, like, my alarm didn't go off for the second day in a row. I was late yesterday. I barely made it to work on time today. And by on time, I mean, like, in my desk on time. So it's really sad when you can't even accomplish that. And I have not felt well for the last 2 days. All right, I'm going to scroll to the top and see who was first. It was Glitch Grim over there in Twitch. Vivian was second, only by 6 seconds over there in YouTube.
Thank you so much for everybody who's joining us on Twitch. So thankful that you guys are here with us today, getting your minds off of everything that's going on. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, hey, the curfew here is making sure that I sit in on the live podcast. Thank you for being here.
Shout out to Lakes22, Emily the Rat, and Starry Trees, who all followed us while we were off the air. Shout out to Mondo Alba, who resubscribed for the 9th month in a row. Says, how's everyone's night going? I hope you all are doing better than we are. And what's so fucked up is I checked the mics 4 times before we started. I had to fix them twice, and I was like, okay, they are now working. Let me test it a million times. Tested it. They worked. As soon as we go live, it's like, mic's not working. And then I pressed the same button that we always use to start the show, and that's why I backed out and tried it again. It worked just fine.
It's so annoying.
It's annoying. It is what it is.
Thank you so much, Ghost Dunk, for subbing.
11 months in a row. That's pretty amazing, Ghost Dunk. I love you so much.
Thank you, everybody who says that we look cute.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
I did get a haircut. I think it's the first time y'all are seeing it. I kept it long on top, and I cropped the sides because I was like, I kind of like that I grew it long.
You've been streaming, though, with it, right?
I've streamed some on my channel.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Didn't you have a haircut when we streamed on Saturday?
Yeah, I did. But not everyone is at the Saturday thing because it's like a watch party. We only had 15, 20 people.
We watched Friday the 13th, Part 2. It was all right.
It was, I don't know.
It was a bad movie.
Yeah, I'm shocked that so many of those got made. All right, we got Vivian, Laura Ann, Perlar, the Fancy Iguana, Jay Valor.
I'm sweating so bad.
Me too. It's really fucking hot in here, and I'm in here all day.
It's so hot right now, and
Merlin
I know I'm
Valor.
wearing a sweater, but
Are.
otherwise it'd be a tank top, and I don't like showing my arms that much. So,
like showing them titties. Merlin Valor is also here. A Ghost and a Witch. I am Beef Trainer. Plenty of folks. Yesenia over there on YouTube. Spooky Ash. I'm What's for Dinner. It's so nice to see all you folks joining
Glitch
us.
says, Adam, that shirt's amazing.
Thank
and
you. I wore it to work, and I decided I was going to wear it on the show because I knew you all would appreciate it.
Joe said, holy mustache, I want it rubbed all over my face ASAP.
It feels pretty nice.
I like it rubbed all over my
She
face.
does. That's why I got to keep it. It's because it's at the point now where it no longer hurts. It's just tickly now. Vivian says, my birthday is this Saturday. Happy early birthday, Vivian. We're also doing a video game stream on Saturday, so if you are around then, just pop in and we'll wish you a happy birthday again.
Ghost and a Witch says, I feel like my video is always a few seconds behind. That's totally normal. I know on Twitch, a lot of the time, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
Different devices have different lag times.
For me, Twitch runs between 3 and 8 seconds behind. YouTube runs between 1 and 4 seconds behind. But that's just, how it goes.
Awkward Artist Play says about that story, what a dick move. Have fun with this shit. Give strep throat.
Right?
It's just such a strange thing to dream.
What if you found out your superpower was the only thing that you could do was just give people strep throat? You don't have it.
That'd be funny.
You just give people strep throat. The only thing you could do is be a dick with that.
Anybody that I came across that was really mean to me, I'd just be like, have fun with that.
And you're strepped.
Yep.
Yesenia says, so my pup's ashes finally got here. Suddenly my house doesn't feel so empty anymore.
Aww.
Really glad to hear that. As is Jay Valor, who said, congrats.
Ghost and a Witch says, can't wait to move into my new place and see what creepy things get up to there. I wonder if they got the place that's right across from the cemetery or right next to the cemetery or something like that.
Blanca Bella says, I can't hear anything. Is it just me? It was not just you.
Glitch says, your mustache is sick as fuck.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Vivian says, I was born on 6607, just barely missed being born on the Devil Day. If I had been born a year earlier, it would have been 666. What's really funny is that in the movie Rosemary's Baby and the book, the kid's birthday is June 6th, 1966, which they decided was also 666. Oh no, it's June 1966. They don't even give it a day so that they can erase that middle part.
Oh, that's dumb.
Everyone's always trying to adjust so that they can hit the devil number, but realistically it's 6, 6, 2006,
Yeah.
So it's it's not really the devil number.
I'm Beef Trainer says, nice haircut, Adam. Looks like a little less of a 70s porn star and more like a 90s porn star.
Thank you. I was going for mid 20 or mid 2000s porn star, so it's good stuff. What?
All right. I just can't imagine you in porn, period.
That's a lie. Jay Valor says, Adam side-eye when the sound wasn't working, LOL. I'm just why isn't this working yet again?
Cat Beatrix says, y'all always looking cute. Thank you.
Thank you.
Adam was working all the way till like 5:30,
Yeah.
and then it was like speed dinner, and then
I laid down for 8
ready.
minutes, and then I had to get this ready, and it wasn't working. So like literally as the timer's counting down, I'm like, dry shampoo me, my hair's so fucking greasy.
Laura Ann says, the movie stream this past weekend was a good time. It was just a bad movie.
Yeah, agreed.
I think the movie streams are fun. It doesn't have anything to do with us getting to partner or whatever with Twitch. It's literally just us hanging out and watching a movie with you guys. And
it doesn't even count towards any of our statistics on Twitch
count
either.
Anything. So it's just us taking time out of our week to kind of, I don't know, chill with you guys.
Yeah, hang out. Jay Valor says, I'm sorry it was a rough day for you guys. It's okay.
The Fancy Iguana says, are those Saturday ones on Twitch too? The Saturday ones are on Twitch. The video game ones are Twitch and YouTube. But when we watch movies, it's just on Twitch because it works with Amazon. Yeah, it's through Amazon.
And I'm pretty sure it doesn't work on mobile, maybe even console, because all you can see is our faces instead of being able to watch the movie with us. Plus, annoying, you have to have Amazon Prime. Vivian says, question of the week. Do you have any hidden or odd talents? I personally have hyperextended legs, meaning I can partially bend my legs and knees backwards. Gross. What about you? Do you have any hidden or secret or odd talents? She has lots of talents. She's very talented artistically.
I feel like I don't have any weird talents or anything that's just like, hey, check this out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I have double jointed thumbs. That's what I used to use when I was a kid. And I can snap pennies really hard and make them stick into walls. So any coin, really. So
I don't have any. I don't know. I can draw. That's about it.
She can. She can draw like a
used highlight my message and said, Adam has a personal channel. What? Join him. His Twitch name is Malum, Maylum. It's a fun romp. Yeah.
I didn't stream this Saturday or Sunday. We had a bunch of stuff going on, so I try and stream Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And I'll alternate one day for Sunday if I can, but it doesn't always work out.
Meadow says, Adam, what's the game this weekend? What is the game this weekend?
I don't think we've picked it yet, actually. I know we have 7 Days to Die already. So there's a few things out there that we can consider. I don't want to do another survival horror or walking simulator, but I don't know how much is out there that's horror that's not survival horror. You know what I mean? Unless it's like an action game.
Well, Alan Wake is on Game Pass, just so you know. That one's fun.
Also, just so you guys know, I see M. Meadows just redeemed drink. We don't have booze tonight. I'm not feeling well, so I didn't grab anything for my tum-tum.
And he didn't grab me anything either. I was putting on makeup.
Here's the thing. I work all day, and Robin gets up at 3 p.m., so I'm like, you can grab your own drink.
I got up at 1 today.
Oh, I forgot.
And then I went and made myself breakfast.
My bad. Sorry. I'm just like, she has some free time where she can grab her own drink, and every week it's always me sprinting downstairs, making drinks for both of us, and sprinting upstairs. I could sprint downstairs
right now and get myself a drink.
Not me, though.
But Adam doesn't want to drink today. He literally was like, no, I'll have a glass of water.
I'm like, I'm having water, which I've almost drank entirely before the show started. Vivian says, yeah, my sleep schedule is I wake up around 1:30 p.m., take a nap around 10 p.m., and stay up till 3:30 a.m.
A Ghost and a Witch says the apartment that they got does not have a cemetery. Laura Ann says, I graduated from high school on June 6, 2006 from a Catholic school. That's fucking funny. Cat Beatrix says, I love the pins and spooky goodies. I'm so glad that there are a bunch of people that are starting to get their pins and stuff like that, because it was fun packaging them and adding a lot of extras for everyone. I still have a whole bunch that I have to ship out. I'm just really annoyed that the manufacturer for the bunny pins messed a whole bunch of them up.
That was really annoying. It's a new manufacturer. We've never used them before.
Yeah, and the Boo ones are perfect. I absolutely love them. They're all perfect. But the bunny ones were like 39 out of 50 were bad. So it was just so annoying, and I felt so bad. But you guys can still get them for half off right now if you guys go to our Etsy shop. They just have scratches and stuff on them, which is so sad and annoying, but it's cheaper for you guys, so that works out.
It looks like they came with some regular wear and tear if you would like have it attached to a backpack or something, but they're supposed to be brand new. So it just is what it is. We're glad that we actually got someone that worked, and Robin's still dealing with the people who made them to try and get something done for that. But Emily let us know that she is Emily the Rat over there in Twitch, which is awesome to know. Jay Valor says it's hot here too with 70% humidity. Ugh, that sounds awful.
Spooky Ash says the pins are amazing. So glad you guys like them. So happy. I oh man, I just love making them, and they're so fun. And the fact that you guys like them too makes me so happy. Makes me want to keep doing art stuff. I Want Moderna says, my speed dinner is usually salad or hot dogs. Ours is, we're lucky because Spooky Mom cooked dinner, and she usually does when we had the live shows on Tuesday. So we got pork chops. It was great.
Pork chops and corn. So I'm like, oh my God, we got to eat this super quick.
Perlar says, currently eating soup as I watch this. I'm Beef Trainer says, I Want Dinner and I are so excited for our pins. I also added some stickers. It was supposed to be a surprise, but he caught me.
That's funny.
That's adorable.
Lots of people saying happy early birthday to Vivian.
I saw something about hidden talents or something like that.
Sakura has joined us and says, I am Ejacula. Ha ha ha. I'm not sure if that's a superhero.
I Was Reader says, I have the ability to turn my leg backwards, which I already posted a pic in the Discord. That's just terrifying. It's so terrifying.
Cat Beatrix says, apparently I can make the Predator sound according to my ex. I've yet to see that movie. Watch the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger. It is amazing.
The new one sucks.
A lot of the new ones. Pretty much all the ones
the one we watched on the plane that one time.
Yeah, that one's just genuinely awful.
It was so bad. The Fancy Iguana says, I can hyperextend my elbows so they can bend inward.
Again.
Terrifying.
Gross. I don't know if you can see this. This is pretty far away. Like,
ew, what was that? Bob posted a link for a change.org thing that says Malum Husbando. He's trying to get me to make like one of those body pillows that have like sexy characters on them, but they want me to draw Adam all sexy. I just can't do it.
It came up in my personal channel, and it's just become a petition that's kind of funny.
Awkward Artist Play says Amnesia is a good horror game. I haven't played that one in a while. That's from GameCube, right? Amnesia.
Emily says either your ex is rude or impressed.
Perlar says Major Wolf said to play Five Nights at Freddy's. We don't have that game. I don't know if it's on Game Pass. I don't know. We'd have to.
We can look around.
Yeah. I'm Beef Trainer says my hidden talent isn't really a hidden talent. I play a ton of instruments and quit counting after I got to 23.
Holy shit, dude.
Whoa.
That's just a straight up talent.
My latest new instrument is the clarinet. That is absolutely freaking amazing, and they're all self-taught. That's so cool.
Jay Valor says, Adam, quick question, who is your favorite DBZ character? I gotta say that's not really a quick question. It's pretty deep. I think personally my favorite character, and I know it's gonna sound weird, it's either Piccolo or Tien, primarily because that show is all about how the Saiyans are super fucking overpowered and can do everything, and they're the only two people that kind of keep up with them through the entire series, which is fucking sweet. And as far as bad guys go, it is Perfect Cell. Perfect Cell is just so cocky. He's like, I could kill everyone on this planet, but we're going to have a tournament where I do it and make the world watch. And it's just like such a fucking big dick energy move. It's my favorite arc in the entire series. So those are my favorite characters.
Your favorite characters from just DBZ in general?
DBZ.
Okay. I like Chaozu.
Hers is Chaozu. She got me a little... Chaozu terrifies me. I don't know why. I think he's really, really creepy. And she got me this little tiny Chaozu character when we first started dating. And I was like, I will keep this like on my desk right next to me because it reminds me of her. But I'm pretty sure it's going to come to life in the middle of the night and try and kill me.
I like Chaozu and Beerus. Beerus is my...
Beerus is Dragon Ball Super, though.
Yeah, but I just love him.
In Dragon Ball Super, my favorite character is Vegeta. Like, by far. I love how much depth they gave Vegeta's character. He's so fucking awesome.
When he gets pissed that he hurts Bulma, I'm like, this is so great.
I just like that there is an arc where Vegeta winds up being the hero instead of Goku.
Yeah.
Which is just super cool.
Glitch says that Etsy canceled their order, so I'm triggered. I never saw it till the other day. Something's wrong. I gotta reorder. I still have a bunch of pins, so you can always reorder. Captain Beatrix... Captain. I don't even know why I said Captain. Cat Beatrix says, Robin, I hope you weren't charged full price from the manufacturer. Because you have to pay ahead of time, so I paid completely, and I'm still talking to them to fix the problem because it's just so annoying, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I just hope it somehow gets fixed. Ugh. Awkward Artist Play says, I would buy a mug, but plus tax and shipping, they're $40 where I live. Oh, that sucks.
Holy shit. Awkward Artist Plays, I finally emailed you back, by the way.
Laura Ann says, I hate my internet so much. We do too.
Glitch
says, I have the ability to pop like a glow stick, but yet I never glow. It's BS.
That's hilarious.
Cat Beatrix says, is Predator on Prime? If yes, watch party? I think the first Predator might be.
Yeah, I think it might be.
I know the new one is definitely.
The first one is just so fucking good. It's like such a good action movie. It'll be a good action movie even if you took the Predator out. It's like they had a good action movie and then like, now let's put in an iconic fucking monster.
ASB Bunny says, I can say, do you want to see a magic trick? Then fall asleep instantly no matter where I am.
That's funny.
It's so funny. I'm a Dinner says, another strange ability. I can sleep almost anywhere, anytime. I can't do that, unfortunately. I wish. On planes, I can sleep really well, but...
I can do that as long as it's not too hot. Vivian says, have y'all heard of Siren Head? I have never heard of that.
Glitch said, Brawley's their favorite, just saying.
Brawley is fucking
I'm What's
awesome.
for Dinner says... I can sleep pretty much anywhere, anytime, unless my wife's trying to talk to me.
They explain Brawley's Super Saiyan transformation a lot more in Dragon Ball Super, and there's a girl who transforms into that Berserker Saiyan. I know this is kind of off the rails, but I really, really liked that little mini arc that got through like the differences and all the different levels of Super Saiyan. So Brawley is super fucking cool.
I Want Dinner says, when I was at a party, I took a nap in some stranger's lawn on the way back to my place. I lived only half a block away. That's so funny. Emily the Rat has joined us on Twitch, so chat jump. And they said, July baby. Glitch says, so many June babies.
Cat Beatrix says, at Emily, while watching Adam play on Twitch, I can confirm that I make the Predator sound, and I shall take it as a compliment. LOL. I played the Predator game over on my Twitch channel, which was pretty fun, but got old pretty quick. Jay Valor says, yes, Piccolo is number one. Green Dad for the win. Piccolo's arc is just so damn good. Like, he's not really evil, even though he's like the son of the evil Piccolo from Dragon Ball, and he very quickly becomes Gohan's adopted father and even sacrifices himself for it. And that's like 40 episodes in, and there's like 300 episodes of Dragon Ball Z.
Just watch Dragon Ball.
It's so fucking... Wait, Dragon Ball?
Dragon Ball Z Kai.
Oh, yeah. Kai will cut out a lot of the bullshit.
That way you're not watching so much stupid
You don't watch the episode where they get their fucking driver's licenses. That's the worst episode of television I've ever seen. All
right, so I'm going to go into my next email, and then we're going to try to run a commercial break because I'm going to go grab a drink.
All right, I'm going to hit Mark. I'd like to point out that I Am Beef Trainer and Perlar also redeemed drink, but we don't have drinks, so I'm going to refund those. I'm going to see if it'll let me refund those back to you.
I'm just going to go grab a drink after.
And then just do 3 in a row?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. I'll mark it, and you can go ahead and get started.
All right. So this next email here that we got was actually sent to us from Instagram, and it's funny because when we do get stuff from Instagram, it's a little bit harder for us.
We have to copy and paste a bunch.
Because it's copy paste. But we got it. So, and this one's a long one, so it's great. All right, it goes. I've been haunted by multiple ghosts every time I visit Karen Witch property, Brithder. That whole thing sounds like something from Lord of the Rings.
It kind of does, yeah. It's a good attention grabber, though. Solid first sentence.
Here are my stories. When I lived there in the coach house above the old stables, this sounds like you're not from this century.
Yeah, it really does.
My parents and my sister would often watch the lightning strike the ground. One time, lightning struck. The first time... wait, hold on.
Where are your corrective lenses?
It's not that I can't read it. It's that I can't understand grammatically. Oh, I guess it's like is it like a poem or something like that? It goes, the first time a man flashed into life holding an umbrella. The second strike in the same spot, the man's lying on the ground. Further along the same night, lightning struck, showing a man overlooking the first man, the second man holding a gun. Oh, so maybe that's actually something that happened?
I was going to say,
that
doesn't really
terrifying.
sound poem-y, but I guess if you broke it apart, it could be.
Okay, so we would often shelter in the old stables under our house if it rained while we were outside. One time we were sheltering and I heard the soft distress of a horse on the stone ground. Then a man hushing the horse. My sister and I looked at each other, then at our parents, who shrugged it off as our imagination.
Our collective imagination all hearing the same thing.
The grounds surrounding Karen Witch are massive, but once me and my sister were playing hide and seek, and I hid in the old dog kennels for the hunting dogs that were long gone at the time. The building was half overgrown, but I managed to squeeze through the brambles into the sleeping room of one dog, in which the old blanket still lies.
Where the fuck does this person live?
I don't know. This sounds insane. I was there hiding when a soft whimper woke me out of my own slumber. I saw a dog lying on the bed, so there's no dogs that are supposed to be here at the time. But They wake up, they see a dog lying in the bed, then its bark as it heard its owner call it out. I followed the dog as it walked out of the room into the front cage, outside of which a man stood, unlocking the kennel. I recognized the man immediately as the landlord's father, who had a painting in the big house. So I wonder if this person's not real, the dog's not real, it's just like something that they saw, you know what I mean?
Right, it's just a vision they're seeing.
Yeah. I would also hear ghostly howls throughout the grounds as I would run around aimlessly as a kid. The landlord would often invite us over for dinner at Easter, Christmas, those holidays. One time at Easter, I was finished and was excused from the table, so I went out and explored the house. I took the stairs up to the first floor. In UK measurements, I walked to the hallway, of which the left is visible from the massive... So they live in the UK.
Right.
So visible from the massive hall, but the right isn't. So I walked up, looked to the right, and got cold. At first, I didn't see anything, but a few seconds later, a woman's figure materialized. I guess she was around 22. She stood at 5 meters away from me, hence, like, the UK measurements, so 5 meters.
Around 15 feet. I'm feeling 22.
Oh, God. But
I will start singing, I swear to God.
But I was scared and cold, so I hurried away, apologizing to the woman. The same year at Christmas, my stupid 6-year-old brain did the same as with Easter, but only this time she stood at 2 meters, so she was much closer, and she slowly stepped towards me. I was frozen to the spot. Once she stood too close for comfort, she disappeared. That's creepy.
Yeah, people shouldn't disappear.
And I mean, I'm assuming that this property has a lot of history to it and a lot of things that have happened on there. So that's why they keep seeing visions of creepy things like when the lightning struck and stuff like that. I am now 14, and everywhere I go, there are some parts of the property that feel cold, even in the summer. I checked with the landlord, who told me his sister died there at 20 years old. Maybe that's who they keep seeing. The last time I visited the hallway in 2017, I was 12. We crashed when exiting the long driveway. The car was totaled, and it wasn't the driver's fault because my father has a driver's license. Of course they have a driver's license.
I was like, that's how you get away with crashing cars. Cool.
Because my father has a racing license, rally license, and a drifting course passed, so he's quite the driver. Once we arrived back home, I kept seeing black figures following me everywhere. Then it stopped when we visited a church during 2018 during the summer holiday. Just as a fact, I am an atheist. That's kind of cool that you know that when you're 12. I feel like
They're 14.
Or 14. Well, when I was 14, I was still like, my mom taught me what to do. I have no idea.
Right.
I went to Catholic school, but at the same time, it's like, okay, I guess I'm in Catholic school now. I go to mass.
What is this?
It's a shame they had to sell the newer house, which comes from around 1800-ish. The older house, 1600-ish, literally meaning old house, is even weirder. And the house must... I visited Plas Hen this year. That must be the name of the house. In 2019, spring of 2019. And I knew the stories such as that a couple was renting the house. When the woman went downstairs at 5:30, when she saw the cleaner, not a regular for such a house, but when Hillary, the landlord's wife, came along to ask how the night had been, the American had answered with, "The night was great, but I thought the cleaner was really early." To which Hillary responded, "But we don't have a cleaner at Plas Hen since 1950. So this couple that's renting the house saw a ghost of a cleaner. That's kind of terrifying. The Plas Hen story I heard and have seen for myself. The Plas Hen story that I have heard and have seen for myself was the nail story. I had been told that Hillary once went to clean Plas Hen when she noticed a nail on the floor, so she picked it up and laid it in the windowsill, only for it to almost instantly zip back to the floor. In the most recent visit, I had dropped my phone. I went to pick it up when I saw a nail on the floor. I knew about the nail story since I was 10, so I decided to test it out, and indeed the nail zipped back to the ground. I confirmed that there was no magnet or anything under the floor. Because I held a steel caster to the same spot and pulled it away, no problem. I wonder, that's so weird though, to have something keep going to the same spot.
Yeah.
I still have the feeling that 8 years after the close encounter with the hallway ghost, that she still hasn't gone completely. I don't mind, she doesn't hurt me, but she does throw stuff around, like in the instance when I was sitting under my bunk bed, just chilling, and it started tilting with no warning. I quickly stood up and prevented it from falling over. Once I put it back, other stuff was thrown around, like clothing, books, Nintendos. I'm assuming they're like the handheld devices, right? Old toy cars. My room was an absolute mess, but when I left the room to grab a drink from downstairs and returned, it was in pristine condition like nothing had happened.
So that's a ghost that I need.
Yeah, can I get a ghost that cleans up my house or like vacuums
shit.
up the dog hair? That'd be great.
That'd be so nice.
The carpet is just covered in dog hair
I have
right
a lot
now.
of laundry a ghost could really do. That'd be cool.
The most recent encounter I had with her was when I was at a regular field hockey training. We were all taking shots at the goal except me and my mate. Oh, this is so UK speak. As we were the defenders, they had to circumvent. I had a view into the darkness of the road behind the field, which has no lighting. I kept seeing flashes of her, and when I stopped talking, I don't know where talking came from. When I stopped moving, she'd materialize. After the training, my mate, who is a strong believer in the paranormal, agreed he saw the woman, and we made our way to the woman. But to no matter. I just love, like, that this is totally not American English because no one would ever say that.
Yeah.
It just sounds so fancy. As she disappeared when we got within 10 meters, but she looked exactly like the landlord's deceased sister. Even now, typing on my phone, I still feel a cold presence guarding and tormenting me. Longtime listener, Carol, by the way, the guarding feeling has long gone because of the many times my parents go to churches, most of the time, on holiday. But just as a fact, I already said, we're all atheists, so I don't believe in higher presences, but ghosts kind of tilted on that. Nice. Thank you so much, Carol. It seems like so strange that just because your parents kind of go to church or whatnot during Christmas holiday or things like that.
It is weird, yeah, to attend.
Maybe you kind of bring back good energy, though.
I don't know. To attend service, like when you're an atheist, seems a little bit odd unless they're doing it because, like, it's a family gathering and they see multiple family members there. I don't know. I can't speak to it.
Growing up, I used to go with my friend's mom, like their family. They would go to church every Sunday and they would just take us. And me and my sister didn't necessarily go to church. That wasn't really our thing, but we still went, you know?
Right.
So
who knows?
Yeah. Thank you.
It's a lot of history in that house, so thank you for sending that.
A lot of history down that road.
Wow. All right. I guess we're going to take a quick commercial break so Robin can run downstairs and get a drink. Let me see if this will work. It most likely won't for most of you. You most likely will not see a commercial. There's only so many commercials that you can actually run in a specific amount of time. But if you watched one when you came into the channel, you probably won't get one. If you haven't, though, you might. So I'm going to hit run 60-second ads, and then I'm just going to sit here.
Okay, cool.
See, the nice thing is the pre-roll ads for anyone that jumps into the stream from here on out is disabled for 21 minutes. So no one gets a pre-roll because we ran one.
Nice.
Yeah. So can I get water? Since you're going. Thank you. So for those of you that are watching, yeah, it's been a day. It kind of sucks. Work was pretty hectic, but in a good way. It felt like I was learning a lot. I'm just exhausted because last night's episode ran until like 3:30. And then like I slept for 3 hours, woke up. Robin was awake, had a really tough time going back to sleep. Finally went back to sleep like 10 minutes before my alarm would go off, and my alarm didn't go off. So I wound up just barely making it to work by just rushing over here. And I didn't get to take a shower today. I feel super gross, and it is what it is. So, oh well. So I'm What's for Dinner. Actually got the ads. Glitch got the ads. I Am Beef Trainer did not get the ads. Lucy says I got the ads. Meadows also got an ad. So good to know. I mean, here's the thing about the ads. Let me see if you guys are all back yet before I go talking my shit. Well, my bullshit again. No. So the ads, we get like a penny of revenue towards that. But if like we get bigger, obviously you get more money based off the ads you run on your stream. So it's a nice little break. And also I get to mark, hey, this is where I'm going to drop in the commercial break when I edit the episode. So actually Faison did not have an ad at the beginning and no ad. So that's pretty good. Way to hack the system. You must have hacked the mainframe. Awkward Arts Plays says you should put up a black screen for 2 minutes to support Blackout Tuesday. We were thinking about doing something, but when it comes to the show itself, So many people that we know of depend on the show and always say like, I like you guys to be here every Tuesday. We didn't post anything on our Instagram or on our Facebook regarding the new episode. We're blacking out our social medias except for anything that automatically posts, which, is something that it's difficult to disable without disabling the entire show. So tomorrow we'll post that we had the new episode. We didn't even post the reminder that we were going to be live today, which has affected our viewer numbers without a doubt. It is what it is. I don't really have a black screen I can send everyone to, except the one that has the anthem, but the theme song. But I mean, it's something that we can do. So we'll see what winds up happening with it near the end. Robin and I really didn't discuss too much. The world is so crazy right now. We have a lot of people we know that have been affected by or hurt by the protests or riots or, whatever's going on. I have family members who are police officers all over the country. Robin does too. And so it's scary from all ends right now for a lot of people. So we just kind of been going about our day to day. And I've been avoiding the news pretty actively because it's just a lot of horrible stuff right now. And so, yeah, that's just, I didn't even know the Blackout Tuesday thing was happening until the social media person told me from where I'm working right now, because we have social media channels for all of our apps. So I was like, oh wow, so that's a thing. So okay, I'll just figure it out. And we decided we just won't post. We'll just not post. I think it's probably a good thing for people to get away from social media for a day anyways. It's kind of funny to me too, because initially everyone said they weren't going to do any social media, and then I got on my Instagram not realizing what was going on. I was like, why is everyone posting just a picture of a black screen? I was like, oh, that's what's going on. So it's definitely been bizarre. So welcome back. Thank you. All right, I am going to scroll up and see what was being said while we were reading the story, because I was just reading the stuff that came through. The ads worked for most people, by the way.
Really?
Yep. I think the reason it doesn't work is because a lot of times when we try and run the ad, it's too soon, and you have already been hit with a pre-roll when you enter the channel. So.
Oh, I don't have any chat because it disappeared.
Jay Valor says, everyone forgets that... Good God.
I know.
Jay Valor says, everyone forgets that Piccolo was raised by an old human couple running a farm. Emily says, oof, because Emily's going to Emily. Vivian says, y'all need to check out a man called Trevor Henderson. He is a Canadian illustrator that takes really creepy pictures of demons and monsters, such as the newly popular creature called Siren Head. Does he take pictures or does he draw them? I guess we'll check it out. Vivian had to leave. Thank you for joining us, Vivian. You're not here anymore to hear us say thank you, but thank you. Emily said, do it, Adam. Sing it, boy. But I didn't. Nah, I let it go.
All right.
22 is in my heart, but it left. I'm 35 now, so. Emily says, I switched chats to miss out on chats. Smiley face. That's funny.
I feel very 30. So,
do you feel very 30?
Yeah, because we were walking down the stairs together yesterday, and all you heard was all our bones cracking.
Oh, I thought that was today.
That was last night.
Oh, we were walking down the stairs together, and as soon as we started walking, it was like knee, ankle, shoulder, elbow. I was like, oh my God. Most of them were me, though. Alexandria says, don't worry, Adam. I'm currently watching from the shower, so technically you are showering. Good to know. I'll be back on Twitch chat after.
Oh, man, this tastes really good.
And I'm caught up on YouTube. What is it?
It's that red, white, and berry vodka and some coconut rum and Sprite.
Cool. All right, I'm going to slide this over to you since you said you lost your stuff.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
Okay, I already read all the YouTube stuff, so you can read your Twitch stuff while I sip on this vodka drink. I'm not a fan of vodka.
Right.
I drank it a lot when I was younger. I'm not a fan of it anymore.
Boop, boop, boop. Just going to scroll. People are saying Taurus babies, Geminis are the best. Adam keeps, I'm Beef Trainer says, Adam keeps mentioning Piccolo, and my brain goes, I want to play my Piccolo, but it's getting some work done.
The shirt's
Adam
neck is kind of stretched out.
Our friend Marsha just got Adam an ocarina.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
birthday.
that. I got to learn how to play it.
Glitch says, I'm Piccolo Rick. Get
like
it?
Pickle Rick?
Yeah. Did you guys know that a lot of the names for the characters in Dragon Ball Z are like our food? So Vegeta's like vegetable. Kakarot, that's
carrot.
Goku's name, is carrot. Gohan means rice. Who else? Like Piccolo sounds like pickle.
What does Nappa mean?
Cabbage. So it's just a lot of things are food. It's pretty funny.
Frieza is literally freezer.
Yeah.
When his dad is King Cold and his brother is Cooler. So
it's the names for the characters are very funny.
When it translates over here, it's like Frieza, like King Cold.
Laura Ann says, I'm so confused by this story.
Yeah, it was a very confusing story. It sounded like it was being written like it was like a short story or like...
Right.
It was just odd, and then it's like, oh, they're from the UK. They lead a different life than me. Maybe I should stop judging in my head. Is kind of like the journey I went on during that. But
yeah, so
it's
just, I feel like the place they lived, their family probably ran the stables for this estate. And
I was waiting for Miss Havisham to make an appearance.
Who's Miss Havisham?
I'm pretty sure it's from Great Expectations.
Oh, and the family does the stable work, all that stuff. So the kids are playing in the stable all the time, and I'm assuming this person just keeps seeing weird stuff happen in the stables,
right? And
like visions of people that died, or you know, ghosts or things like that, like dogs that don't exist there anymore, kind of thing.
Sounds like something that would happen to Pip.
Talking about Twitch emotes. I want to get new emotes, but it's like I just bought new emotes.
I was gonna say we just got new emotes.
There are more emotes if you guys go higher tiers of subscriptions. So if you do higher tiered subscriptions, there's like a coffee, like me drinking coffee. There's a whole bunch of different ones. You guys can check them out. You can actually look at them and see what they are before you subscribe. So that's kind of cool.
Just so you know, if we're going short, long, we fucked up again, and you have to read your next one.
Oh, god damn it. La 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 la.
La 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 la.
I think I have these now.
Okay. Take this back.
Da da da.
These are a few of my favorite
Emanon says,
things.
well, I'm here late. I don't think I'm going to stick around tonight. I've got a wicked headache. Sorry, I'll catch you on Spotify, though. I promise later, guys. Love y'all. Thank you so much, Emanon.
Thank you for joining us.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I was doing a HIIT workout, HIIT.
High intensity interval training. I lost so much weight when I used to do that.
And now my ankle is so tender. This is 28. Oh my gosh, you don't even know. I have a bad knee that I need to get x-rayed, and I have had to get it x-rayed for like a year and a half, and I'm just putting it off.
We had money to spend on an FSA card for those of you who are 35 and understand what those words mean. And Rob was like, nah, I'm gonna skip it. I'll wait.
The fancy
like, don't let money go bad.
The fancy iguana says, also watching from the shower, washing out purple hair dye. That is awesome. I really want to do a box color on my hair because it's just boring right now.
And I just want to color my box.
Cool.
Just felt like the right joke to make.
A Ghost and a Witch says, tequila all the way.
Tequila makes me angry. It riles me up. That's all I must say.
Emily the Rat says, I am a noob here. Well, welcome to Twitch. There's lots to do.
I love Twitch.
Lots of people. It's pretty neat. Meadows is going over the emotes he likes to use. Lots of emote talk. Da 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 da. Silly Snuggle Kid says, bye guys, glad I caught a bit. Thank you so much for hopping in.
Appreciate you, Silly Snuggle Kid. That's a good name.
Da da da. And okay, I'm going to go into my next story. I think I fucked that up. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that.
Oh no. Ghost and the Witch says, tequila makes me so fun. I find the effect of tequila on most, at least ladies I know, is that it makes them over the top and really fun. And for me, I'm either, it's like 50-50. I'm either over the top fun guy or I'm a fight the first person who looks at me strange.
It smells like soap.
It's gross. I don't like that drink at all. I don't know why you had me try it. All right, so if you're reading your next one, just let me know and I will mark it. Perlar says, tequila makes me fight dudes, LOL.
Tequila is my fave. I don't know. It used to be my fave. I don't know. I'm older now, and I don't know how I would do with that. I love margaritas.
It's funny.
Margaritas are great. Okay. So this next email here is from Kay, and the subject is, feel free to share this. Thank you.
Kay.
Get it?
Because it's your name, and it's also the affirmative. Kay.
This isn't a very long story, but it's one I've been meaning to share. I sent in a story from my childhood a while back? Jesus Christ.
This episode is a bloodbath of editing, dude.
I sent in a story from my childhood a while back. Old lady like that. Old lady that liked to cover me when I was sleeping. This story is more of a personal horror than scary story, I suppose, but here it goes. Almost 2 years ago, I was in an accident on my way home from work. The road I drove to and from work every day until a month ago when I got a promotion is in a rural area.
Congrats on the promotion.
Yeah, congratulations. One afternoon, as I approached the driveway of a fairly large farm, I could see a truck approaching the end of the drive. Did you hear that?
The drive?
Yeah. The end of the drive. There's a line of trees and a few trucks with trailers that mostly block the view of the majority of this driveway. I thought he would stop since the road was fairly busy at that moment, but he did not. He pulled out right in front of me. I swerved to not plow into his driver's side door, but that caused me to flip my truck into its driver's side.
Holy shit.
That's terrifying. Car accidents scare me.
They're scary, dude. You can get hurt.
I slid across the road, hanging from the seatbelt, watching the pavement fly by. Holy fuck. That's terrifying. Now here is where the scariest part comes in. There is no way with my small frame that I should have stayed perfectly in my seat. I felt something holding me in place, even as my truck hit the field on the opposite side of the road and flipped onto the roof. I walked away from that wreck with only some damage to my left shoulder. That is insanely lucky. I know without a doubt in my heart that my grandpa, who had passed away 6 months before this, was with me. I know he was what held me in place and kept me alive that day. None of the first responders could believe that I barely had more than some scrapes and bruises. But I knew the moment I crawled out of the truck that I hadn't really lost my grandpa after all. That is so cool. I have chills. It's just like the fact that your grandpa really didn't pass that long before that.
Right.
And it's just cool that you were able to survive something so traumatic. And we're glad that you're still here with us. That's really awesome.
It's really bizarre when you see accidents and you look at the wreckage of a car and you examine like how the accident went down. When someone walks away without a scratch on them, you know, it's really hard to not think like that person is a guardian angel. Like I got into a really bad accident when I was around 16 and my car was totaled. It was just absolutely destroyed. And we went to go take pictures of it at the towing lot. And like when we were standing there taking pictures of it, the guy who like walked us to the car was like, whoever was in this has got to be hurt. And I was like, it was me. He was like, you are the luckiest fucking person I've ever met. Because my car was just decimated. And I was like, yeah, I feel that way too. And I felt the same thing because like my grandfather had passed away like 3 years prior to that, but I always felt like he was watching over me. So
remember when Subaru used to have that commercial? It was like a whole campaign that they had where
the car would get hit.
Where the car was crushed and it would be at the tow yard or whatever, a scrap yard, and the people just stand there and say they survived.
Oh yeah, that was my car. Yeah, that's a really good campaign. So, yeah, car crashes are intense, too, and I think a lot of miraculous things tend to happen, or we feel like something happened because we are walking away from things that, by all means, could have, and in some cases, should have killed us. So, if you have stories like that, definitely send them in. I think a lot of folks have a story about a car crash or two, and sometimes it's like, yeah, it was just an intense crash, and sometimes something crazy happened. So,
yeah,
we want to hear those, too. So, thank you for sending that in. I'm so sweaty. I'm, like, lifting my arms, like... It's so gross. I know that sound's going to make it on the air.
The under boob sweat is the worst.
Mine too. Oh my god. So I've been taking these pictures with for Robin. Like when my desk is all set up, I have monitors there. I have to completely take all this shit down. It's my workstation. I have to dismantle it, scary-ish it, get everything set up. But when it's normal, I have a big monitor right there, and it has a webcam on it. So I've been sending her pictures of me lifting my shirt, showing one nipple.
Like, it's terrifying.
Today I did it. I was just like, oh man! Like as soon as I like lifted my arm, I could feel like the sweat
boob, like
under that fold, and I was like, man, I need to lose these boobs. All right, let me scroll up and see what happened over there in YouTube.
Girls
you
don't
got
have
Twitch.
that. I mean, they could if they wanted to, but they don't really have that option.
Yeah. I have literally nothing coming out of YouTube, so all of the Twitch stuff is yours. I'm guessing you lost it.
Yeah.
All right, let me push this over there, and I'll just sit over here. My nose is so itchy.
Emily the Rat says, first Pride stream. It's Pride Month. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, everyone.
Perlar says, I had highlights and box dyed it black. I want to do red. I've done it red before from a box dye, and it doesn't actually turn my hair red, but it lightens
like a
it
red
and gives
shimmer
it,
to it.
and gives it like a red tint to it. A Ghost and a Witch says, I need to remember to use my FSA for health things I buy for the new apartment. Nice.
Amazon has an FSA store. You can also go to like FSAstore.com. When I got laid off from Tesla, they told me like, it's the 20th.
Man.
It's the 20th. You have until the 31st and you lose that money. And I already paid halfway into it.
For years.
I had like $1,400 on that FSA. I'm like, oh, you're going to take my $1,400? I bought $1,400 worth of like Band-Aids. I bought one of those things that looks in your ear and your nose. I bought the thermometer. My cousin has type 1? I think type 1 diabetes. I don't know which. I don't know what the types are.
We bought her like testing strips.
Yeah, I bought her everything. I was like, seriously, sit down there and order everything you can. I still have like $600 to spend, so it's nice to go on a little shopping spree for yourself every now and then with medical supplies.
Let's see. Actually, Faison says to quality about tequila.
To quality over to quantity.
Says Laura Ann. A Ghost and a Witch says, no matter what I'm drinking, if someone says some shit about my friends, I'm fighting. I'm with Renee says, tequila makes me gag. Vodka for the win. Perlar says, I can't smell vodka. It reminds me of the time I almost died. What the fuck?
That's how I am with Jaeger, man.
Glitch says whiskey. Emily the Rat says, I can't drink. Understandable.
Whiskey makes me happy. I'm a frisky whiskey guy, so it is always nice.
Some just make me more tired than others. I'm with Renee says, top shelf honey schnapps like Baron Jaeger. Never heard of that.
Neither have I.
I'm with Renee says, just give me all the amarettos. Emily the Rat says, I was in a car crash. I'll send the story in for it. Laura Ann says, I don't know what honey schnapps is, but I want it in my face.
That's funny.
Emily,
Peppermint schnapps and me had a really bad night one
Emily
time.
also says, I have a ton of scars from that crash. That's so scary, dude. I'm what's her says, imagine a honey that warms you as you drink it. Unless it's cheap, then it tastes like rubbing alcohol with a little honey.
Ugh, gross.
Mondo Alba says, my grandfather passed away 10 years before I was a victim of a hit and run, and I was about 2 feet from my car being wrapped around a miles till next exit sign.
That's
Holy
scary
crap.
Shit. Emily says, car crash story. Y'all want that?
Yeah, just email it to us. Mondo Alba says, the accident was on his 10-year death day anniversary. Holy fuck. Oh, gosh. Sorry. I'm trying to... Cat Beatrix says, my dad broke a light bulb, so I helped to clean it up. What'd I miss? Scary car accident
That's so
story.
crazy. I also broke a light bulb. Not really. It's a car accident story.
The Fancy Iguana says, try L'Oreal High Color Highlights. I have dark brown hair, and it turned my hair fire engine red.
Right
Ooh.
on. Try that. I like red.
Emily the Rat says, both chats are always so kind. Nice. I love our community because... they're all so nice.
Dopey Dwight over there on YouTube says, hi. I'm just going to call you Dwight. Dopey Dwight seems a little bit mean.
Perlar says, guys, I decided to go back to college. I start in fall. Woo, congratulations.
Congrats.
It's a really big step to decide to go back to college. I remember when I decided to go back to college, it was just such a big thing for me, and it was a really big, huge, life-changing
Guess what it
decision.
led her to.
Oh, God, I met this guy. Fuck.
This dude, just saying. I was going to quote American Horror Story, but I figured you'd get mad at me.
What's that?
Where the chick's like, the best dick I've ever had in my life.
Oh, God, 1984. Some of the lines.
That's a really fucking good or that's a good season, I gotta say.
Oh, man. Some of the things, you're just like, what the hell?
What the
They were
fuck?
drunk writing this.
They just had a good time with that. I actually like that season better than I like most of the movies set in like that time period.
Cat Beatrix says, oh, we talking about car accidents? I have a story.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Just
Send us
email
those car
us your
accident
stories. Because they're scary.
They are.
This is scary-ish. It's not ghost-ish, right? It's not just about ghost stories.
I remember getting into a car accident when I was a kid. My dad's work buddy was driving. My dad was sitting shotgun. I was behind my dad, and my brother was behind the driver. And it was just like a road where you have to slow down to turn. And if you slow down to turn, everyone behind you has to stop. Mm-hmm. And this guy just decided like, oh, I'm going to turn. And he stopped. And there was another car coming, so he couldn't go. And my dad's buddy was just looking out the window instead of looking out the windshield. And we just fucking rear into that guy full speed. Just, bam! Ooh, just like that. That's what it sounded like for those of you listening. And,
that wasn't me that time.
No, it wasn't.
You're not even drinking.
No, it's because I don't feel well. But yeah, it was super intense. And afterwards, like the cops showed up and they're like, "What happened?" And everyone talked about what happened. It was just like normal. And they asked like, "Any injuries?" And we're like, "No." And they walked away, and I told my dad, like, my knees really hurt. And he's like, don't fucking say that. And he told me, like, keep it to myself.
Why?
Because he didn't want my, like, his friend to get in trouble. And I was like, okay, cool. My knees still really hurt, though. Because I, like, slammed forward into the seat in front of me, even though I had a seatbelt on. So, whatevs.
All right. So.
That was fucking
your turn.
Obnoxious. I'm so sorry I hit the microphone, y'all. All right, I'm going to move into my last and the last story of the episode. The subject on this one is story time, so we know exactly where this email was meant to go. It starts out like this. Hello, Robin and Dave, Andy, Adam. That's how it's written, so thank you for that. My name is Fairy, and yes, that is my real name. I know it's kind of weird, so just wanted to make it clear I'm not bullshitting my name. I'm glad you did that, because I would have been like, this person is a fucking liar. I sent you guys my aunt's story about her dogs and the possum, which is spelled opossum, which always throws me, that visited her before her dog was diagnosed with cancer. I do remember this story. Storytime 116. Anyways, I just heard it and it surprised me a little, not gonna lie, because I had just woken up and didn't expect to hear my story. Anyways, I have a couple more stories that I wanted to share. Story 1. This is my grandfather's story. When he was about 18 or so, he was in the military, and basically what he did was just drive a Jeep around or something I honestly don't really know.
Wow.
Anyways, one night he was driving the Jeep, and he was really tired, so he started... What is with the fucking car crashes this episode?
I don't know.
So he started to doze off while he was driving. He was barely awake when he saw a woman in an old-fashioned all-white dress,
the woman in white,
on the side of the road. He pulled over because he thought she might need help, but when he turned his head to face her, she was gone. Another time, he was standing guard and again started to fall asleep. He woke up to the same woman in the white dress tapping his shoulder. She asked him for water, so he sleepily gave her directions to where she could get water, and after she thanked him, she vanished. Now, he could have been dreaming both these times, considering how tired he was, but it's interesting to me because it was the same woman both times.
That's creepy.
It could be a dream. It could be a guardian angel. You don't know. Story number 2. This story is my grandmother's. One night, I hope that you like went around to your grandparents and were like, I need your scary stories. Give them to me right now. Because that's just really cool when you go and you ask your grandparents. It goes on to say, one night, my grandmother was lying in bed when she started to hear a little girl saying her name out in the hall. She figured it was one of my mom's sisters who had a nightmare or something because my mom was only a baby, so it couldn't have been her. My grandmother went out to the hall and saw a little girl with her back facing her. She automatically knew it was not one of her kids because all of her kids have dark brown hair and this girl had bright blonde hair. The girl was in a blue silky nightgown and she was calling Mama.
Nope. Big ol' nope.
The girl started walking down the hallway and my grandmother, confused and concerned, followed her. The little girl walked to the end of the hall to where the door leading to the attic was. Sorry, Robin, in parentheses. The girl opened the door and started going up the stairs. When my grandmother got up to the attic, she didn't see a little girl, but she did see an old rocking chair in the middle of the room, rocking by itself.
There's no fucking way.
I'm totally covered in goosebumps right now.
That's like something out of a horror movie.
It is something out of a horror movie. That's terrifying.
If there's a child that's trying to tell you to go up into the attic, there's something wrong.
Yeah. You just say like, nope, that floor no longer exists to me.
Yep.
I'll go up in the daytime when the demons are asleep. My grandmother, by the way, I don't think that's factually accurate. I don't know if demons sleep during the day or not. My grandmother, tired, shrugged it off and went back to bed. After that night, no one experienced paranormal activity, and no one had ever experienced it before that night either, so this also could have been a very vivid dream, but in my opinion, it's still very creepy. Yeah, my opinion too. I agree with your opinion. Story number 3. This last story is mine, and is probably the least interesting, but it's the only paranormal thing that's ever happened in my boring life. That's so mean. When I was about 8 or 9, I lived in this big old yellow house with my mom and ex-stepdad. One day, I was sitting at the dinner table. Mark it. I was just on a roll, and I got my own head about being on a roll, and then Robin picked up her drink, and I heard the ice cubes clink, and it ruined everything. It's her fault.
Oh.
It's a bad drink.
It's just, it was like this much booze and that much Sprite. So it's fun.
Really gross.
Yeah.
Anyways, it wasn't Robin's fault. I was just blaming her because I thought she'd say something back. When I was about 8 or 9, okay. When I was about 8 or 9, I lived in this big old yellow house with my mom and ex-stepdad. One day, I was sitting at the dining room table doing homework, and I heard a noise. When I looked up, I saw a girl about 15 or so in a pretty bluish dress and flowers in her hair. The girl was very pretty, and I didn't feel any bad vibes coming off of her, so I smiled and waved, and she waved back before walking towards the door and vanishing on her way. She was only there for about 10 seconds before she left. I only saw her one other time after that, but I didn't see her face because I only looked just in time to see her turning a corner, and when I walked over and poked my head out the door, I didn't see anything, but I did yell, "Hello," down the hall.
God.
There were also a few times where doors would close by themselves or lights would flicker off. I never felt like I was in danger whenever this stuff would happen. I actually felt quite comforted whenever this happened. I think she was just a sad teenager who died in the house and was happy to see another kid. This whole thing could have been an overactive child's imagination, but it's still interesting, I guess. Anyway, those are all the stories I have. Hope they're interesting enough. They absolutely were. I love the podcast very much, and I love the style of podcast. I also wanted to say that I appreciate your few My Chemical Romance references. They are my absolute favorite band in the world, and it makes me happy. It makes me really happy to hear the references. Sorry if this email was too long, and sorry for the bad grammar and spelling. I never paid attention in school.
Oh my God.
Also, shout out to Spooky Mom. Okay, bye. And it signs off Fairy. Then it has a PS. Note to self-promote, but you know, I have an art account on Instagram called @_fairycorpses_, and I draw a lot of creepy stuff, so feel free to check that out if you wish. Okay, bye. Love y'all. Smiley face. Thank you for sending that in. They're really good stories. I wouldn't self-deprecate too hard on that because I thought they were all really interesting. Grandparent ones always are super interesting to me because they've seen some shit, and when they have a story, you know it's going to be like the cream of the crop. Like, here's the thing that I remember as being some really, really freaky shit.
Yeah.
So thank you so much again for sending that in, and I highly recommend, I say this all the time, go talk to your parents, go talk to your grandparents. You don't have to say like, hey, I want to collect your story to send it into this paranormal podcast. Just say like, I have a really strong interest in things that are paranormal or spooky. Has anything like that ever happened to you? You know, and you'll see it as soon as you mention it. If you have a parent or a grandparent that has a story like that, their eyes will either light up or they'll get like a little bit like somber. Like when I bring that shit up to my dad, he always just gets like, he doesn't want to fucking talk about it. He like gets a little bit angry, you know? So I had to wait a really long time to talk to my dad about it, but it's a conversation that I'm really glad we had because knowing all the things that happened to him kind of brought me a little bit closer to him, and I understand him a lot more about like how it affected him and how he views a lot of things. So they're good conversations to have. And if you're comfortable and they are comfortable, please share those stories with us because we would absolutely love to hear them.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, let's check stream chat one more time, and then I'll go ahead and get Marbles on stream set up. Hang on, foot itch. I'm back. Could you see me? How far down did I go? It felt like I went down really far.
I was just smelling your hair.
Oh, that's weird. Creepy. Does it smell like dry shampoo and grease? Okay, good to know. All right, scrolling up. All we have is Emily saying hi back to Dwight. So there you go. I'm done with my YouTube. Dwight actually just said something. Just wanted to say that I had really bad anxiety while in school, and your podcast has really helped me for some reason. So I just wanted to say thanks.
Aw, thanks.
You are welcome.
Yeah,
We're glad we could help.
We can be there for you. Someone else messaged us today and said that we help on their commutes because they have long commutes at night to work and stuff like that.
We've had messages recently about people going through some shit in their lives, which I think a lot of people are. Then just letting us know like they have the podcast on in the background, it just helps. And like I have stuff like that too, man, and I'm happy to know it's an honor to know that something that we do for fun, that we've put a lot of time and energy and effort into and it's grown, has turned into something that folks can kind of depend on like that. It's exactly why I was like, we have to release episodes today, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's just, we have to go live today. We have to release episodes today. So thank you so much for listening, and we hope we're always here if that's the case. Always re-listen to us. It's going to be in the backlog forever, so if you ever need to re-listen. I have listened to Adventure Zone probably 10 to 15 times all the way through, because that is my therapy for when I'm like having a really rough go of it. So
thank you so much, Emily the Rat, and Crunchy Wraps. Is it Crunchy Wraps period or
it's Crunchy Crunch Wrap Supreme. I don't know how I fucked that up. I've eaten so many of them. Thank you for following us. Appreciate you. All right. I'm going to get Marble set up. You go ahead and do your thing.
All right. The Fancy Iguana says, I'm trying to get into college for my master's. Already been rejected from 2 schools. That just means you haven't found the right fit yet, and it'll happen. If my sister can find a master's program, so can you.
Burn on Robin's sister, I guess. She found a good master's program.
She found a master's program that has nothing to do with her degrees. That's what I mean.
Maybe you can just take it down 20% right now.
But you can too. It just takes time, and you'll find the one for you.
Shout out to Valley Girls who just redeemed drink. I think Robin has a lot of drinks to drink.
Yeah. Well, I drank a whole bunch already. I'm halfway there.
She's living on a prayer.
I'm living on a prayer.
Someone take her hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Whoa. Living on a prayer. This neck is like a little bit too big. The shirt is a little bit too big,
so I'm gonna back here.
Yeah, it's loose in the front. I'm gonna have to shrink it a little bit in the washer and dryer. It's always worrisome when you have to shrink something because you're like, am I about to ruin something I really like?
I'm also says, you seem to get sick a lot. Are you okay, Adam? And the Fancy Iguana says, he's just down with the sickness.
I am down with the sickness.
I'm Beef Trainer.
I fight off stuff a lot.
I'm Beef Trainer says, I'm trying to decide whether or not to stay at school. At the school I was going to finish my chem degree or transfer to one closer to home. A 3-hour complete round trip is killer and takes too much study time away from me, especially for the classes I have left. That's such a long commute.
Yeah, it really is.
You should I want to say you should try to do something closer, but at the same time, all they have left is 2 semesters of calc-based physics, an analytical chem, which is 2 lectures and 2 lab courses, and then biochem, organic chem, a whole bunch of different chem. But you're almost done. You're so close to the end. You know what I mean? So who knows? If they have online classes, that'd be cool. But
so I just want to say something, and it's not related to that, but a lot of folks say that we help them with their anxiety, and I would like you to know we're both anxiety-ridden people as well. And the reason I bring that up is because if you ever meet us in person, we're way more awkward than you are. And I want you to know that going into it. We'll be so happy that you're talking to us and that you support us and all that, but it's just, we're awkward people.
The thing that happens when we meet people in public is we don't know how we're supposed to act. So we just start acting like you're our friend and you actually want to do stuff with us, even though you guys might not want to do stuff with us. So when Sarah and her husband came out here to Vegas,
you guys
want to get food? Or when we went to Disneyland, and
we're like, so you're all hanging out with us all day, right?
And so it's really awkward because we don't know if we should just be like, let's take a picture. Okay, thanks, bye.
Right.
Or if you guys actually want to hang out with us. And so we're really, really, really awkward and don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's
and so it's usually just are you guys gonna do what we're doing, or
yeah. Glitch says lies. Let's do karate in the garage. Hell yeah. Go ahead and vote for the track you would like to race. ! Vote, then a space, then the number that corresponds with the track you want to race. Robin's going to continue reading.
The Fancy Iguana says, I had tickets to see MCR in October, but I'm assuming it'd be canceled or postponed. I hope things in October still go off because I have a convention in October that I'm supposed to sell out, and any extra income right now would be really, really nice. And so any conventions at the end of the year that we have scheduled, I hope we can still do. And if you guys want to come see us, if they happen, that'd be cool. I'm Beef Trainer says, if I took physics in high school, I might have been able to squeak by with that, but I avoid physics like the plague. The best thing I can recommend is get a teacher from the UK. If you get a teacher for your class that's from the UK, 50% to a C. It's passing.
Get the fuck out of here.
I passed my physics classes because my teacher was from the UK. It was great.
I don't remember you telling me about that. I'm pretty sure you just told me you got a C.
It's because my first exam, I got a 20 or 30%. And then I didn't even bring cheat sheets to the final. The second exam, I got a 60. Didn't bring a cheat sheet to the final. Had no idea what I was doing, and I still passed with a C. So it's possible. Emily the Rat says, I was gonna go to my first Pride parade, but Corona said, "Bitch, no."
Wow.
I've never been to one. I think that'd be really cool to do.
So the votes are all scattered right now. We have a tie between multiple tracks, and those tracks all only have 2 votes. So
Awkward Artist Play says, after the pod, can you keep your eye on the Insta DMs? We always have our eye on the Insta. Right now we're trying not to post a bunch of stuff because Blackout Tuesday, and we just want to make more space for things that matter. Let's see. Kat Beatrix says, the pod helps me with anxiety in general. Someone said we helped with their depression. I wish I could see where that chat message went. Oh, it disappeared.
Valley Girl says, I have imposter syndrome. Most of the time I feel like people pretend to be nice just to humor me, but the constant support and validation this podcast and community has given, whether directly or indirectly, has helped me come out of my shell. # this podcast fucks. It does. And you do too, in a non-weird way. I know what you mean about the whole imposter syndrome thing too. It's just, it's a really weird feeling. And I always feel like people are just like, they tolerate my presence. And then people will tell me like, no. Like, they'll be overly nice to me. And then I'm like, see, they're just trying to like make me feel better now because they feel bad. So I totally know those mental gymnastics that you have to go through or try and force yourself from doing. So we've gotten more votes in, and we're still at a tie. So I'm going to let it scroll past one more time, and then I am clicking random.
Emily the Rat says, the podcast helped me with my depression and breakup. Which is amazing. I've gone through lots of breakups, and I wish I had something that kept me busy from not being super depressed.
That was me last time. Nailed it.
Oh my god.
Perlar says, Adam and Robin, you guys have honestly helped me so much with depression and anxiety. I don't know how to describe it, but you guys are great. The whole community is so great and supportive. I love you all very much. We legitimately love you too.
Yeah, we love our community so much. A Ghost and a Witch says, OMG, I also had tickets for MCR in October. Probably won't go unless there's a vaccine. I
know what you mean.
Give me your tickets.
Get the fuck out of here.
I want to see My Chemical Romance, babe.
You'll be quarantined in the backyard for 14 days. Hope it's worth it.
Valley Grill says, you've already read that one. The imposter syndrome thing, right?
Yep.
Perlar says, Adam and Robin, you guys have honestly helped me. Oh, you've already read that one? Jesus. Yep. I'm so behind. I'm Beef Trainer says, # this podcast ducks. Perlar says, gonna head out, guys. Gotta get up early for work tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining us for the podcast. You're absolutely awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, we're going with random. We couldn't decide with the majority. Democracy has failed. All right, it has picked Castle Siege, I think. And the record time for this is 1 minute and 54 seconds. Average time is 3 minutes and 8 seconds. Locally, we have never raced this track. Seems like a good choice to me. So, here we go.
I'm West Virginia says, Adam's oi brings me joy.
Oi!
Cat Beatrix
Robin
says,
fucking hates it, just FYI.
Cat Beatrix says, I joined my cohort's LinkedIn today and saw jobs my classmates have. Such as coordinator at SpaceX. What the fuck am I doing here? Immediately went on to Scarish Discord.
That's hilarious. All right, exclamation point play to join in the race. We got 19 marbles in so far. Remember, if you come in first place, you are going to win a piece of Scarish merchandise. One of the sticker designs Robin will send your way. Are you gonna? Yeah, you're doing yours right now.
Glitch says, if you go to that show, you'll be like a haunted house. No one will want to go near you but Zach Bagels.
Wow. Well, she has been watching a bunch of Ghost Adventures lately, so maybe that's her goal.
I just started Nosferatu, which is NOS4A2. And apparently it's the same person that makes Lock and Key. And they are Stephen King's son. And so I was just like, what? Because in the first episode, you see stuff like Pennywise Circus. It's like he pulls out this map. There's something called like Pennywise Circus on the map. And there's little nods to Castle Rock, things like that. And I'm just like, oh my God. I got so excited. I had to call Adam. I was like, dude, this is amazing.
I was rooms over and she had to call me on the phone to tell me how excited she was.
Yeah, so I'm excited to keep watching the show. I'm only on episode 2, but so excited.
If you have not joined yet, you have 20 seconds from this moment to do so. Exclamation point play. We are going to do a second race after this. So if you don't win this one, you have a second shot tonight.
Ghost and a Witch says, I say oi all the time now. I think my partner understands how Robin feels.
That's hilarious.
Glitch says, the oi and the take me to church is my favorite thing. It's fucking funny.
There's a lot of people who are a fan of the Baby Pill song, which makes me happy because it is one of my favorite jokes that I've ever said.
Glitch says, where can I find this show? It's on Hulu. It's an AMC show though, so you can probably catch it on like AMC, whatever their streaming service is as well. But yeah,
Castle Siege looks pretty fucking cool. Let's be real.
whoa,
Mondo Alba is currently in first place. Pretty fucking awesome icon you have there that looks like an orange lightsaber. I'm not sure what kind of Jedi that means you are, but I'm sure someone out there will tell me.
Orange thing does.
You have gotten stuck. The scriptry is now in the lead. This is really fucking cool. These waves give you a boost.
Oh.
But there are rocks that are going to block you. They're going to rock block you.
She just keeps going back and forth.
Let's zoom out. So when you hit the rocks, it's going to change things up a little bit, and we'll see who winds up getting through. ASB Bunny is now in first place, but David looks like he might cruise through and take first. There's lots and lots of rocks. Scripter is like, no thank you. I want to be first, but David says, right back at you. All right, a Ghost and a Witch has taken the lead with the Fancy Iguana right behind. There's not a whole lot of opportunities for folks to fall off on this one. It's kind of just a big old straightaway, but I'm kind of digging it. I don't like a lot of tracks that make you stop, but this one's not too bad. Oh my god. Never mind. I'm getting fucking annoyed now.
How long is this track, dude?
3 minutes long, apparently, according to like the average time it takes to do it. Or was it 2 minutes? I don't know. No.
Well, if the record is 1:54, it's a long
Oh,
track.
yeah, then it's a 3-minute track. Holy balls. Squidward's Poppy has taken the lead. I'm right behind. And now we are neck and neck. Again, if Robin or I win, we don't collect the prize. I like your icon. Yeah, we gay. Keep scrolling. That is fucking awesome.
Is that characters from Avatar? I think.
I saw Awkward Artist Plays, but I think they're the first person to make it off the track, which is unfortunate. RIP. Squidward's Poppy is getting a big lead, and I Am Beef Trainer are second and third, respectively. There's a lot. I think they're ahead of where the rocks are falling. So they're in pretty good... Oh, no, I say that, and rocks fall right in front of you. I have jinxed you. I am a piece of shit, and I apologize.
I wasn't going to say that, but yeah.
Let me twist that. You were thinking it. We all heard it. Anyone catching up? Me. I am.
I am so sweaty, dude.
Yeah. I know. When you put your arm down so that you could scroll through the chat on my computer, you left like a patch of water behind on the desk. There I go on my bullshit, taking the lead and the win in the end, which is pretty awesome. However, Squidward's Poppy is going to come in second and collect the prize. Please email storytime@scarish.com and let us know a good mailing address. And if you want to go over to Robin's Kawaii Corner, which is Robin's Etsy shop, and check out the stickers there, you can let her know which design you would prefer. I think I'm saying that right? Right?
Yeah.
Cool. And that's how you can collect your prize for winning. We'll let everyone else trickle in to collect points for the season, and then we'll move into our second and final. Let's go ahead and just go back through the trenches and see who is lasty. If you haven't seen your name yet and you haven't fallen off, then you know that you might be in the running for lasty. It looks like it might be Laura Ann. It was, but Laura Ann was caught by the blue wave of death, which is approaching very rapidly. Now Lucy is in danger. Let's go and be the blue wave of death. You wish what?
There was somebody that could just do our website for us. I'm so lazy.
Like your Etsy shop?
No, like our website. Like someone that could just update the shop on the website.
Oh, yeah. As of right now, that person is me. And sometimes the website does get behind because life gets busy. All right, everyone finished out. I was the winner. We can all agree that that was awesome. I'm up to 39 points on the season. Scripter is up to 40. Cat Beatrix is up to 36. IMB Trainer goes up to 31. I skipped over Squidward's Poppy, but you're up to 13. It's a very respectable season. It goes into Witch is up to 16. Actually, Faye's on 8. Robin's up to 40 as well. Bob is up to 6. The fuck was that?
Fireworks, probably.
And David is up to 14. Everyone else did not gain any points, but this is your totals as the season sits. Notable is Glitch at 34 and Laura Ann at 30 because the season ends at some point and there might be a winner and it might be you.
Laura Ann
Congratulations.
Says, you want your own personal Steven. I do want my own personal Steven.
Oh my god, the season's actually over. It just didn't update, so good to know. Go ahead and vote right meow. Last race of the season. Glitch says, "You're not my supervisor!" Exclamation point vote. And then a number.
Oh my god, dude, look.
Yeah, I know. You're disgusting.
I am disgusting. Oh,
you're sweating everywhere.
Is gross now.
My desk was already kind of gross. It really needs to be just Windexed really well. All right, the votes are pouring in right now. Twisting Tumble is in the lead. However, the previous race's winner is the tiebreaker if they wind up tying. And the previous race's winner picked Pixel's Death Alley, which was me. And now there's a tie, and that is what we'll race if democracy fails again.
Cosmic Chaos.
Glitch, I got it. I knew it wasn't an Archer joke. From Carol/Cheryl/Crystal.
Oh my god.
She changes her name to Crystal.
I know.
And I think 2 or 3 other things too.
She changes her name because Archer keeps calling her the wrong name.
She tells Archer that she changed her name because he kept getting her name wrong. Cosmic Chaos is now in the lead with 6 votes. Let's check this one out while it scrolls. Average time to complete 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Record time 1:45. Locally, average time is 2:26. The record time is 2:04 by Robin. We will see if Cosmic Chaos winds up being in first place after the next scroll. If it is, that will be our trek. Tired, y'all. I cannot wait to go to sleep. So fucking looking forward to it.
This?
I might just go to the bedroom and pass out. Like, a lot of times when I'm done with work and when I'm done with the show, I'm like, all right, a little bit of me time, and I stay up a little bit late or do something for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm pretty sure today I'm just going to go to sleep.
I'm going to go watch Nosferatu.
Of course you are.
And watch, videos on structures. Jesus.
That's her homework.
If anybody has tips on how to do, like, what is it? I don't even know. Oh, God.
Send in the tips for, oh, God.
It's like, shear and moment bending diagrams, because I'm dying, and it's a struggle right now. Because it used to be just do a shear moment diagram of a bar, and now it's do a shear moment diagram of this entire truss. I'm just dying.
Trust her. It's really hard. It's a good joke. All right, we're racing Cosmic Chaos. Let us do it.
A Ghost and a Witch says, I've had Nosferatu on my list for a while. So glad that it's a series that other people have heard of, because I was so surprised. I just saw that Zachary Quinto's in it.
I love Zachary Quinto. He was amazing as Spock. He was amazing as Sylar.
And he plays a creepy character in this show.
Even though heroes wound up sucking so hard. So bad. All right, I'm setting the countdown timer to 45 seconds. You got 45 seconds from right now to join in. If you haven't, you should do so right now. Talking to you.
Oh, sorry. Glitch says, I know AutoCAD. Does that help? Because I have no clue what you're talking about. I wish it helped, but no.
All right, we only got 20 marbles, and I'm pretty sure we had 3 more last time. There's the script read. It's 22 seconds left. If you want to get your second shot at winning some merchandise, you're going to have to jump in the next 15 seconds.
Emily the Rat says, does anyone know Vivi's Twitch?
I don't.
I don't know. Sorry.
All right, countdown has begun. Glitch gets in just under the wire, bringing us up to 22 marbles. We have a funnel, and then I'm pretty sure we have a long straightaway that takes us all the way to Pluto. Oh, no, this is a different one. Cool.
Looks like the ISS. JK, LOL, not really. I don't know what that looks like, actually.
It's very modular. It's hard to describe. All right. You can see the record-setting ball, which belongs to the Robin Grace, is right there. So as long as you're in front of that, that means you're in front of the record-setting pace.
Chicka Chicka Boom Boom's already gone.
Yeah, got through really quickly there. Congrats, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Let's see if you can manage to keep that lead and go wire to wire. One of the more difficult things to do in racing. This one is pretty cool. It's kind of cool because there's no accelerator on the ground for these. You just sort of accelerate through them, and we're going through with you. Good sound effects. I Am Beef Trainer has fallen off. R.I.P. All right, now we're going to go through this cylinder. Oh, you almost fell off right there. You've allowed everyone else to catch up, which is unfortunate. I'm What's for Dinner is now in the lead and is in front of Robin's record-setting pace. Gets through the funnel and onward. 52 Nix is taking the lead. There's a lot of folks trying to take this. We'll see if everyone stays on pace to beat Robin's record. This one is pretty fast. However, these pegs are starting to drive me crazy. Alchemist has fallen off the side Chicka Chicka Boom Boom is right there in first place again, trying to chase down Robin's ghost ball. But there's a lot of folks behind her, and Glitch looks like he's in last place with me battling him for 0th.
Radio Man says, good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
ASB Bunny says, I played a Nosferatu in a Vampire Masquerade campaign. She was a tech badass. That's cute. Monda Alba says, had to update my computer. Are we still on the first race or the second race? This is the second race. Unfortunately. And Adam's going to sleep after this, so third is not an option.
Thanks for blaming me. A Ghost and a Witch has taken the lead, is chasing Robin's record-setting pace. We'll see if you get there first. Lore and 588, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, and Bob are all right there in contention for the win. And it looks like it will be taken by a Ghost and a Witch. Congratulations for finishing first. Lore Ann finishes like an eyelash behind. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom takes third. So a Ghost and a Witch, please email storytime@scarish.com. Let us know a good mailing address and which sticker design you would like. Everyone else has just fallen in, and it looks like Glitch will survive. That blue wave of death is 40 seconds away, so you are safe.
I restocked Pennywise stickers, so I have a bunch more of those again, because I was completely out of Pennywise, which made me so happy that you guys like that design so much, but I had to restock it because someone ordered like 4 of them, and I had none, so... yeah.
Ghost and the Witch says, oh, thanks, guys, but I won last time, so I will pass it on. So congratulations. Laura Ann 588 says, I will also pass.
So
no one wants the prize. Congratulations, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. You are going to claim the prize tonight. At least I think you are. I will wait till this goes green and you confirm that you will be claiming the prize before I move on. Otherwise, it goes to Bob. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom says, yay. So I think that means they're going to claim it. Good to know. My first one, that's awesome. So yeah, go over to the shop, take your time, pick the one that you want, and let us know.
I Want to Know says, marbles, the only sport I play.
That's funny. All right. Let's get this thing set up for the outro. Scooch this over here.
ASB Bunny says, it was a lovely time.
She said all that, huh?
It was lovely to spend time with y'all.
You too. Thank as well. You. Why is there a dog outside our door?
Was that a dog?
Yeah, that was Yui. Whining.
Really? Oh, Yui.
You don't hear her? She's scared of the fireworks. No, dude, we're literally doing the outro.
She's so sad.
Okay, well then why are we wasting all this time? Shout out to the Unbelievers podcast who just followed us on Twitch. Robin is going to let the dog into the studio before we wrap up the show. Hello, doggo. She really doesn't like fireworks. And people have been blowing off fireworks for the last month. Thank you.
Can you go lay down?
Go to your bed. Go to your bed. Don't trip over any cords. Good girl.
You're such a good girl.
Okay. So thank you to everyone who sent in their stories this episode. We sincerely appreciate it when you folks share with us. It is amazing to read things that you entrust to us because they are your stories and they can be deeply personal, so they mean a lot to us because you don't have to share that and you choose to. And if you have a story you would like to share with us, please email storytime@scarish.com or go to our website, scarish.com, and click on Contact Us. You can fill out that form. It comes directly to us, or you can hit us up on any of our social medias. Our Facebook is facebook.com/scarishpodcast. Twitter is @scarishpod. And Instagram is @scarishpodcast. Robin, for folks who would like to donate to us monetarily, how can they do so?
If you would like to donate to us, you can go to patreon.com/scarishpodcast. Those are monthly donations. Tiers start at only $1. You can also go to ko-fi.com/scarishpodcast. And those are one-time donations. All your donations go to helping us upgrade our studio setup and keep this podcast going.
Indeed. So thank you one more time to everyone who joined us live, everyone who listened to us on the recorded versions. We just want to say thank you one last time. We appreciate every single one of you. So Robin, go ahead and sign us out.
Keep on creeping on, and we'll talk to you guys later.
Bye. I'm going to leave it on for a little bit because our dog is so fucking cute. She's so happy right now to be on the air. I fucking love her so much. This is our corgi. This is Yui. She won't let me pick her up. She defends herself by peeing, but she lets Robin pick her up because she loves Robin the mostest, just like the rest of us, just getting some crust out of her eyes. Look at how happy she is. She's such a cute corgi. She's half corgi, half German Shepherd. Her coloring means that her dad was the corgi and her mom was the German Shepherd, which means that her dad was the most ambitious corgi ever. Oh, she's so cute. We love her so much. All right, so you guys got some extra doggo time. Everyone's losing their shit in the chat. It's so fucking funny. We love her so much. She's such a good dog too. She's so happy. Like, she loves being around like people, but she really loves us, and that makes us feel good about ourselves. Because like, if a creature that pure and that amazing and that innocent can love me, I must be okay in some way, shape, or form. So, all right. For cereals now, Yui's getting a little bit restless, so we are going to go ahead and say goodnight to y'all, but thank you so much for joining us, and I'll do the second sign out. Keep on creeping on, and we will talk to you later.